Welcome to Never Not Sailing. I'm Danielle and this is Tyler, or Captain Woodsy. Our sailing journey began from Adelaide with grand dreams to cross the Great Australian Bight and see how far we could get in a year. Turns out, the Southern Ocean is a fickle beast and we couldn't achieve what we set out to do. So we're on to Plan B, which is to explore West Australia by land before heading to Europe to see what kind of mischief we can manage there. Join us every Sunday as the irony of calling ourselves Never Not Sailing grows, because what happens next, nobody knows.
You'll notice the poles are no longer Stoby poles out this way. Here's some inside information. Western Power did a thorough statewide review into the integrity of these timber poles because they found they were falling over too frequently. There might be a way to see some new ones here.
Look at this bloody dicky one here.
Yeah, they're all old school
Reinforced
poles.
with these bloody... You need some Stobies up in this bitch.
Stobies are genuinely a really good thing about SA.
What? Gasp. Do you need a pee?
Not really. Do you?
Yeah, a bit. With motel quarantine done and dusted, we hit the road again feeling refreshed to head to Margaret River, a 344-kilometre drive west. We have left Albany. We are COVID-free, so we're moving to our next destination, which is Margaret River. It's about a 4-hour drive from Albany. We've been here before. We're thinking we might want to live here one day, so not only are we going to go and enjoy some wine, but we're going to go check out the neighbourhoods. We had a relaxing drive into Margs and we had plenty of time to spend there over a week. So we spent the rest of the day just taking it pretty easy, kept it local, and then head out the next day for more adventure. Why is it called Cave Road, Tyler?
Cave Roads. It's the road all the caves are on.
Funny about that. We are on the way to the caves today in Margaret River. We're sporting our fancy new hats that we picked up in Albany because our merch team sent them there for us. Long story.
Our merch team.
It's not that exciting. Very excited to have our hats, even though they're not on sale at our merch store. What rude freaks. But we are heading out to see the caves. We've been to Margs before, and we're definitely going to do some extra wineries. But that's pretty much all we did last time was wineries non-stop. Hey, pal. Absolute lush heads. There are over 100 limestone caves below the Lewin Naturalist Ridge in Margaret River. This is definitely helping my claustrophobia. There are 5 caves in the area for the public to choose from, and it's an absolute sight to behold, but unfortunately the camera just really doesn't do it justice. 160 steps, I reckon.
Fires that have ripped through have starting to recover. Regrowth on all these trees. Looks awesome.
It is illegal in WA to touch wild flowers. Illegal to touch and pick. Good wrong. Just don't touch shit, then you'll be fine. Which is similar to what I tell the kids at school. Don't talk shit and you'll be fine. Which is pretty hypocritical because I've made a career out of talking shit. I want to be more adventurous and take these little mates, but that's going to end up with me going A over T, ass over tit. Chuck is the GoPro, I'll record you.
Slipperiest thongs in existence. All right, we're still recording. You ready?
No, I was kidding.
Oh.
This is why I was the president of a sporting club and not a player in a sporting club. I thought you were taking your thongs off.
No. There's no risk in the thongs off. The risk is in the thongs on.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you were taking them off. Oh, you want to be risky. You want to be Tom Cruise circa 1980 something.
Circa forever. Never get someone else to do his stunts.
Risky Business I was referring to, the film.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Far out.
Whoop.
What?
Whoop.
Look at these absolute stompers. It's for all the foot fetish guys.
Taking calls for foot modelling.
Not taking calls to be the starting lineup of any sporting team ever.
Fucking hell.
Too mean! With 10,194 kilometres of coastline in West Australia, Margaret River boasts a couple 100k of that, and that means great beaches. This is one of the coolest things about Margs that we like, is that 10 minutes ago we're out in the middle of some caves.
Yeah.
And out in the middle of some wineries in like thick, foresty, bushy. It's coming up to my knees. And then you pop out in 10 minutes and you're here.
Yeah.
You get the best of both. Imagine living out there. This little scenario at your doorstep. Just add this little cutie to the mix, you'll be having yourself a good time. Day 2 in Margs. Cruising through the main street. This would be a problematic part of living here, is that it's always packed and slow. We're going to go to the wineries today. So we've
All of them.
All of them. So we're going to go to some ones that we didn't go to last time to keep it fresh. So last time we did like the pretty standard top tour of all the really well-known ones in the regions, like your Cullens, your Vassie Phoenix, Xanadu, etc, etc. They're really good. So we're just going to try and find some less well-known ones today and continue our vino journey. I was going to say culinary journey, a bit of that too. We're going to head to the bakery first to line our tum-tums with something delicious. I don't normally capture you eating other people's food. Little Miss Piggy, lovely name. We're at the bakery, which is very trendy and chic. These cool couches, artisanal iced teas, cabinets stocked with heaps of shit. Our first stop for the day was at the Aravina Estate Winery, which, aside from being a really beautiful place to sit and have a wine, has the WA Surf Gallery and a sports car gallery. We weren't sure what we're going to find. Knowing that Margaret River has a huge surfing culture, we weren't sure how these two things are going to meld together. But you'll see when we get in there, it's pretty special.
What is the best wine you had here?
The Chenin Blanc was really good.
What are you drinking there?
The Chard. Controversial. I don't generally like Chardonnay. I think Chardonnay's been stigmatised in many years for being an old lady drink. Maybe it's because that's what we accuse Crows players of drinking when they're waiting for games to start, and I'm a Port Power supporter. And be like, oh, Crows, you're sitting around with your Chardonnay and your Rieslings, like being dickheads.
That's Lakers.
No, Chardonnay was like an old lady drink. I don't mind the Crows that much. Chardonnay was an old lady drink growing up. And it was really like oaky. It reminds me of like the box wines that you got from Fruity Lexia. No, from Cooler Bar, we drank Fruity Lexia. But then you come to Margs and it's bloody good. It doesn't taste like wood.
It smells like ants and tastes fruity.
Chard's good, Chenin Blanc's good, but their Cab Sav.
The SBS was good too. All their whites were good.
Yeah. It's a real stitch up because everything's good.
And what did we end up buying?
We bought did we get the Tempranillo or did we get the Malbec blend?
The Malbec blend. I already did a beautiful shot of the Malbec blend.
Was it super artistic?
Yeah, it was real artistic.
Here's one we prepared earlier. Cheap and cheerful.
This is definitely a place to come to. Even if it's just for the surfing and the cars.
Yeah, this place is unreal. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like how they're taking wineries away from the upper class.
The bourgeois?
The bourgeois, the upper class. The bourgeoisie. The upper class. Like there's a pizza bar.
You might say they're taking it away from the bourgeois and giving it to the boozers.
You're an idiot. I like it. They got a pizza bar, they got a playground for the kids. They got a little brewer, tap house. I don't know if that's open. But then they got beautiful wines and then a fancy restaurant upstairs. Right vibe. We should send this through the Margs Tourism Council. See if we can get some sponsorship. There are over 200 wineries throughout Margaret River. 90 of them have cellar doors, and there are 65 of them that are rated 5-star on the Halliday scale. It's enough to keep you busy, but we chose 3 to go to. The last 2 was the Amelia Winery and then Ellis Merchants, which you'll hear all about when Tyler starts rambling on at the end. Boyfriends of Instagram, you get 5 stars. I'm sorry I didn't see you there. There are a few instances where Tyler's like, record me, I've got things to say. This is one of them.
Okay, so we're just at LS Merchants Winery. We're just on our way out. Needs to be said that I feel like this is the best winery experience I've ever had.
Ever?
What do you think? No, don't be incredulous, Danielle. Like,
no,
seriously.
I'm doing it for the drama. We live in SA, we've been to a lot of wineries. You were from Broome, then you went to uni in Perth. We've both been to a lot of wineries.
Yeah, and like these guys, like the guy that we had, Declan, absolutely knows his wines, and he told a story that just like encapsulated every single drop of wine we were drinking, and I don't think there was a single wine that we weren't just absolutely taken with. These guys know their wines, and
they're not posh wankers.
This is their sign right here. If you need to, like, if you come by Margaret River, you're an absolute idiot if you don't stop here. This is hands down the best winery I've been to.
We finished a perfect day with a perfect meal and called it a night. Hello, good morning. It's our last day here in Margs. And we've come up north, just out of Margs actually.
closer to Dunsborough.
Closer to Dunsborough. What are we checking out? Wood duck?
It's a natural spa, and then some just natural phenomenon up and down the coast today.
Something like a phenomenon. Something like a phenomenon. Feeling a bit dusty.
Oh shit. Jesus. Did you put it on the sand? Or on the rock?
No, I put it up high. My shoe.
Yeah. This seems counterintuitive.
Getting all the salt water off because I put the phone and keys aside as I was climbing some of the mountains.
Mountains?
Some of the rocks.
Mountains,
when we got down
she
into the
says.
guts, they had some more rocks and I was like, oh, I've got my phone and my keys in my pockets. That'd be a bloody scenario if they fell out as I was scaling the rocks. So I put them down and a huge wave came over and knocked my shoes off and I saw my phone and the key floating. So it's waterproof, still on, like I've turned it off now. But I'm just cleaning the salt water off. See what this waterproof is made of. This is not a sponsored ad for Apple. So if they would pay me, I would, because I believe in their products.
We would never ever stoop so low as an Apple sponsorship on this channel. Never.
Tyler thinks it's a cult. I agree. Happy to be part of it.
I'm done
you doing? Yeah? What do you reckon?
I know, mate.
6 foot Beneteau, single berth.
Just make shit up now.
Yeah. When don't I?
Yeah.
I mean now.
True.
To the lighthouse.
I can see it all clear from above, looking back on it all. Maybe I can see what was broken.
Where are we now, mate?
We're right near the tip of Cape Naturalist.
Oh,
And that is the Cape Naturalist lighthouse up there. We're just doing a walk around the point. See what the point is.
see what the point is?
See what the point is.
Are you being clever? Cute.
Pretty cool view.
Yeah, it is. And Perth's out there, you reckon? Yuck. Catch us next week as we head to Perth and do a tour of all of Tyler's favourite spots, including a few he hasn't been to, like Rottnest Island and demolishing me in bowling, even though it's my birthday. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to click the thumb, subscribe, say hello to us in the comments, and check out our merch store. Until we see you next time on Never Not Sailing.